guys doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know what? I forgot to get the yes and no deck. I forgot to get the yes and no deck. Let me grab that. Yes, we thank you, Lord, for all your gifts and blessings, and help me deliver the message to the collective that they need to hear, and bad intent return to sender times 10. As God's vengeance has no mercy, and we pray for those for us, and we pray for the ones against us. In your name I pray, and whatever you pray, amen. You're not just that in being of the light, but God and Goddesses being of the light. Send your clarity to my sight, help me see through fog and fear, and bring to me the answers near and clear. And bless me with your love, so sure. Light me up, set me free to be all that I can be. Let's affirm together. Fifth chakra, Gabriel, self-expression and truth. Affirm with me. My heart is center. My fourth chakra is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. The energy of love flows through me now, and I live in love. I live in love. The energy of love flows through me now, and I live in love. Also, if you have an angel number that you would like me to read out, if you've been seeing, or what's the last time you looked at the clock, your ancestors could be telling you something. So just think about that, collective. Hi there, Rena Smalley. How you doing? 5984. Is Tyrone cheating? Well, let's see. You have 3 yes and no questions in the card, and then you get a pendulum ring. So is this your personal read for your pendulum? Okay. Well, let's ask. But usually, if you have that feeling, just to let you know that they are, you know, collective. Is Tyrone cheating on collective 5984? Be careful. Be careful of STDs. Go get a full panel done. And leave that dude. Okay? Get a full panel done. Leave that dude. Yes, he is. You also have 3 yes and no questions through the cards. There's a reason you're having these issues, honestly. It's the lack of communication, collective, and this is why you're having these issues, honestly. And your communication needs to be better. What do you consider cheating? You know, because cheating could be of the heart. It could be literally with someone else. You know what I mean? Or lying to you. That's considered cheating. And then we're going to find out exactly what the hell, okay, is the issue here with this miscommunication. They're ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Why can't people just be cool with one another? You know what I'm saying? Why? And then I just found out that my homie Ken that my homie Ken has a heart failure. So pray for him, you guys. Everybody out there, please. Like, and then Pat, hi Pat, if you're watching, has cancer, and pray for him. It's like, I lost like 5 dear loved ones in less than 2 years, dude. If you were in my shoes, you would be like, what the fuck do I do? Yes. Yes, collective. So it's been really fucked up. Everything. The last several 5-6 years even. And I keep on trying, and I keep on trying. Let's do your yes and no questions. Your first question, yes and no. Oh my gosh, all these cards. Then I have this other microphone that clips on, but it's just muddy. So, yes, for your first question, collective. What the hell did I do with the lighter? Anywho, you should ask a question, collective. All right, yes. Yes, okay, so neatly tied up, secured, trustworthy connection. Okay. Maybe they're trustworthy in certain ways, but they're not trustworthy in other ways, is kind of what I'm getting. Second yes and no question, collective. Welcome, welcome. I'm your gal. I'm your one and only pal. I'm your shoulder to cry on. I'm here to answer your questions. And if you're with me to the end, you get a pendulum read of a personal question. Yes, yes. Uplifts your spirit. Easy to do. It's like light work almost, I guess. I don't know. Like maybe you're an intuitive. Hold on. So for your third question, I usually don't answer more than one question, but I'll do it for you. after this? Yes and no question. No. Okay, so cracks it up. A facade, unsupported, drying up, something old. First question, yes, all tied up, a trustworthy connection. Second question, uplift your soul. And third, like a facade, a mirage. No. So hold on real quick. Thank you, Heide. Shit. So basically, we've got you believe you're a person of believing without seeing a free spirit. This, you are the future. Let the past go and find that balance, because there's nothing we could do about the past. There's only what we could do about the future. And it's about being self-motivated and having this positive attitude and just being patient through things. We are the future. Okay, even though you're a free spirit doesn't mean you should. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And again, communication, what was I saying in the lack of communication? Yes, there needs to be more communication. This retrograde is going to fade out into the first week of April. It's going to go on longer than most people think, but it's when communication gets all messed up, like when the solar flares mess with the satellites. You know. Hi, Heidi. I'm glad to see you, right? Thank you. As we come together, look, we come together being busy in group in this being part of the champions, and there's many of intuitive powers that we could share and help each other and just get the job done right. Like, they're all the scientists in the world. You know what I'm saying? And no one wants to get along enough to create technology, which could be done in 10 years if everybody got along, not 5 decades. You know what I'm saying? Hi from Australia. Nice to see you. 7 p.m. Saturday night. Right on. I love to hear that. And it's early morning for my East Coasters. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Sound like that little kid. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? So funny. Can you hear me now? Okay. Gratitude, attitude of gratitude, yes, and coming together, definitely, to reach this communication thing. I think you're communicating online, or you're communicating, thank you, or you're communicating on the phone, or you're communicating text, and it always comes out different than when you actually communicate with someone in person. It's the truth, though. It's so much, the dynamic is different. All of that. I can't do personal readings until I get monetized at 1,000. So please subscribe, like, and share. So help me get there to 1,000 subscribers so I could do things like that. And that's what the champions will be about if you join. And that's what that's about. So this is more of a collective reading. I really can't do that because there's a lot of people on here right now. So, more than 3. So anyways, I can't just hone into energy like that and ignore the rest. I hope you understand. Thank you. And celebration. Yes, I feel like you're going through a celebration right now. Celebrity, celebrate. Yes, precious time. I feel like you're an older, beautiful, feminine, mindset of this, not having to waste either's time either. And I think you find yourself lost in a book and you like to write. And so maybe it's time for you to start writing your book, look into at least what it takes to write your book. I would read it. Thank you so much, Heidi. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love and support, you guys. I appreciate each and one of you guys. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. This solitude, I feel like, yes, do that. Yes, keep a diary. Don't forget to do that, especially of your dreams. Dream interpretation, this solitude, this dream interpretation. You're a very grateful person, very cool person. Something about waiting for winter to do a major project, helping manifest your most heartfelt wishes by this winter. Because I feel like you have the best interest for others as people have for you. To a certain extent, I feel like you haven't learned energy reciprocated as far as love, like myself. I can resonate with that. And in the right time, this right person will be found, and this person will find you. Once you give up on love, love never gives up on you. I forgot who sings that. But yeah, it's like, you didn't realize this before, but beauty is from within, and that's what this person cares about. I feel like you don't trust anybody right now, and I don't blame you. And through time, you will learn to trust people, because you're a person that is of money. It doesn't have to wait, yet you wait anyway. So you remain humble, yet a mystery to the world, even though the world knows you. Manifestation, you're not so good on. If you're more positive, if you're optimistic, this honest, clear manifestation will basically come out. And that's always step one. And you've got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? So you got to start somewhere. Maybe you should be writing a book probably at the end of the next month. And you're definitely a free spirit. Yeah, you don't like to be controlled. Neither do I. You don't like to be controlled. I don't blame you. Remaining positive for the future. Yeah. You believed without seeing. Greater is the person that has believed without seeing. Learning discernment. Being inspired by others. You went against the grain, but I think you'll start going with the flow a little bit more. Because miracles really do freaking happen. They do. Every freaking day. So, we just gotta believe that within ourselves. You know what I mean? Any angel numbers out there? You mean a pendulum? Thank you so much, Heidi. I appreciate your love and support. I do. I'm glad I could be a part of your morning, this flourishing feeling, this positive upliftment. Yeah. Memories. Maybe you don't want to remember certain things, but there's memories, and they do hurt. And it's the people that are left behind that hurt. He would say the void, Ken, over there. I say heaven, because there are, energy is real, as we have seen through perspective, basically, and learning to release the negative into more positive. Yeah, I feel like you lack abundance, but you are abundant. If you have your health, you're very abundant. You could even wear your hair in a bun. Yeah, so I really feel like things are going to be coming together for you. Honestly, it has to at this point. Right? This year's got to be better for everyone. Yeah, support. You need to get the support that you need in order to flourish. Absolutely. Free spirit. Yes. You don't judge. You're very kind. People mistake your kindness as a weakness and think you're nice, and maybe they take advantage of that, and that's not right, because you should never take advantage of a kind person, whether a jerk or not. You know, if they're a kind person, they're a kind person, period. And that's just the way it is. This abundance, see? Abundance, abundance, double abundance. That's crazy. I'm gonna stop right there. Double abundance right there. You've seen it for yourself from the fairies and the mermaids. Double abundance. Rad. Wow. Okay. Double abundance. Enlightenment. Enlighten on this double abundance. You know, it's the highest perspective you can have in divine wisdom. And everybody has this capability. This Mahatma energy of building your life, accelerating your dreams, your ascension. Yes. Ambassador practice, you know, this mastery. You're like grounded in cosmic world. You're like the one that's grounded and always goes back to the basics, because you always listen to your heart. That's what do I always say? That is always the freaking message. Listen to your heart. Awaken your psychic abilities, the intuition you already have within yourself. You know, because the way you look at life is infinite. Your kindness is infinite. Good morning. Have a good day. I appreciate you too. Thank you for all your good likes and loves and support and subscribing. I really appreciate that. Share, like, and subscribe. I really do. Thank you so much for everything. Go ahead, check out my description box if you like, or don't. It's okay. And have a good day. Abundance, abundance. Have you just seen that in the oracle? That is like so freaking rad. Soul healing. Align with your essence, your true colors. You are the person you are. In this cosmic rainbow, the pot of gold, and accepting joy for what it is. Stargate, freedom of truth, communication honestly. It's like you truly communicate honestly, but however, it's being miscommunicated somehow, some way it is, because it's online, it's not through video chat, you know, it's through a text or something. That is just freaking rad. Rad, you guys. Hold on, I don't know where my lighter is, so I can light the incense there. Any angel numbers, you guys, and we'll find out exactly what the issue is. What has been the problem? Like, what is the issue? Sweet and sour? Unsent messages. Yeah, a miscommunication on unsent messages. Something that someone never said, or holding back. Maybe drafted or erased. Faking being nice. Maybe they're a real jerk. You know, and being manipulative to get what they want from you. And this undercurrent of being mean instead of kind, like they used to be. That's the issue that's going on. Is a lack of communication right there. Look, right there, lack of communication. Coupled with this sweet and sour, fake and then nice. That's basically exactly what's going on. So I think you should give this person a little slack when it comes to communication. Yeah. And follow your heart. I feel like you've known this person a while. Let's see, Taro. This generous person. Generous, very generous person. For a while. Hold on, I'll be right back. I can get her. I'm black. I'm black. I'm back. I really did believe I was for a long time when I was a little gal, and I couldn't find my lighter, so hold on real quick. Yeah, I went through a phase. I thought I was every other color but white. So we're gonna light her little incense. That's why torches are good for this kind of shit. Anyways, I know. My grandma used to make sure I had like so many lighters that I never ran out. I miss her so much. Oh my gosh. I miss her terribly. Just craziness. She was generous. She was the queen of cups in my life, if we were to put it that way. And no greater woman is than a woman who gives her whole heart, you know? So let's kind of remember that too. Let's see. Okay. Celebration. Yeah, celebrating. Someone needs anger management, maybe a friend that's trying to rebuild a bridge that's barely hanging on. Look at this. This Wu-Sei healer. Okay. You have someone like this in your life. Yeah. That portrays himself as super generous. But indeed, they're not as generous as they think now, are they? Yeah. And you have to listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Be the refreshing oasis you deserve in your own wish fulfillment, nurturing and gathering, your strength for what you need. In Leo energy on the tarot. Okay, Aries, Sagittarius. Barely just, look, friends like barely holding on, like the bridge needs to be mended. You see a heart there, right? But you're barely hanging on. It's like you want a solid foundation. Oh, I always say this, keep your religious views and your political views to yourself, please, as this is around the world and no one else is wrong. And thank you. I appreciate it. I love Jesus too. Jesus and I love you too, but hey, don't come on my channel doing shit when I'm doing stuff that's rude. It's very rude to be doing that kind of stuff when someone else is talking. Okay. And now you're hurting my fucking back by me having to bend over and do this. You ungrateful person. I do this shit for free. You're not welcome here, bye. Yeah. So, thank you for being nice to each other. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. That's the rule. It's the only rule. Okay, yeah. More than timeout. They got blocked forever. They're never allowed to. Yeah, on this channel again. Troll. Freaking troll. Yeah. Boo say. This person that's religious is always angry. Always, that's the feeling I'm getting. Angry. Look at how they hopped up on my channel. Look at what they were saying. It's like, why would you want to take go on someone else's channel? Start your own channel and say that shit, And So yes, and being generous. 3 and 6. But yeah, that's what the communication issue is the online or if you don't video chat. If you don't video chat, then that's also an issue because text and everything, it always comes out different. You know what I mean? all this negative energy from haters. That's all they are. And they can't even walk the walk and talk the talk. You see what I mean? How rude is that? Should be rude and do that. If you're a real Christian, that means like Christ-like anyways. So it's like, I don't understand those kind of people. Yeah, Jesus is always with us. Oh, the guy's an idiot. The guy is an idiot. So obviously, it's like, but otherwise, you don't do that. You know, it's just rude. You just don't do that kind of thing. So look at this being grounded in your enlightenment with everyone, building like you have the ability to get along with everyone. And it's because you listen to your heart. Abundance, abundance, listen to your heart. I mean, this is crazy. Abundance, abundance, listen to your heart. You know, past, present, future. Pretty, like, enigmatic, if you ask me. But it is what it is. I just feel like you've been going through a lot of shit, too. And I'm sorry. You know, yeah. I think people call this more divination because it fits in nowhere. You know, like we're the oddities. We have the gifts, the abundance, the miracles that the Lord gives us in gifts and the knowing of to help people. And they totally just, yeah, ask me a question and we'll answer yes and no. It has to be yes and no, okay? It has to be yes and no because it's a personal pendulum read. Got the pendulum here. It's like this cocoon of white light being perfect in love. You know, oneness. Did you just get married? And it's hard to open your heart to love yourself. And you need to love yourself in the first house. Let's see. So that would be, okay. Does this person, let's see. John Henn. Okay, so does his disorder come from his childhood? Yes or no, pendulum? Yes. Will Rash's person open communication with him again? Yes. Isn't that awesome? Yes. You're so lucky, collective. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Yay. Okay. Yay. Is it the echo? Probably. I don't know. But people couldn't hear me before. So that's why I have the echo on. So let's go into this tarot read. So we'll go into this tarot read. So, how y'all doing? Are you guys good? Hopefully. Let's see what the tarot has for you today. A little incense burner thing. Cool, huh? And it's a deflector of bad energy. Good. I'm glad everything's good with you. Okay, so here we go. So we have someone that's not paying attention to details. This one is person, air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. They're not really paying attention to detail. And it's kind of bothering. Yeah. Someone that used to pay attention to detail isn't paying attention to even maybe themselves and their own well-being. That's also, that's the Four of Swords and needing rest. Never forgetting where you come from, and appreciating the people in your life that were there for you. In the Ace of Cups, even though you feel like your cup is empty, you have more than most people, so you should feel very lucky, because it came the reverse. You need to feel very lucky about this. Yeah, I know, you probably heard that, but the truth for me is it's not. It's going to end in the first. It's going to fade out in the first week of April. It's just been a bad month for a lot of people, not just myself. So, look, it's a matter of, this is what Temperance energy. So, Sagittarius, of course, of being a person that wasn't of, patience. You don't have to wait for anything. You are someone that does pay attention. You could be involved with the Gemini. Honest. And you're like a person that is like, oh, okay, where do I go now? But in the Two of Wands, you've already made that decision. You've already made the decision, and you're an artist. You don't look at yourself like an artist, but you are. Teacher, Hierophant energy, there we go. So you were a student, and you have to learn to be a great student before you're a great teacher. Okay, so I was feeling this with Sagittarius and your cups being full. Okay. Look, marriage, everything you could have ever, this is the jackpot. 10 of Cups. Really, this is, I don't have to pull anymore, do I? I mean, you're going to be married, you're going to be happy, you're going to have everything you've ever wanted, needed, wished for. Never going to have to worry about bills. Never again. You see what I'm saying? So, and this is earth energies too, of Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, the Cancer card did come up. Right there. Kind of funny. When it comes to this person that's usually rotten, maybe they wanted to be a star, they are a star, but they don't act like it. Aquarius energy, Gemini, Libra. And this person, this emperor, is just so stubborn, but how do you think he became an emperor? By being that way. And this is who you're going to marry. Sagittarius, Cancer energy. Aquarius, being the star. You're like, anywhere but there. Or, but that's the least of your worries. Stop losing sleep. Maybe you're lying to someone about losing sleep over heartbreak and writing and or creating art. It's your emotional depletion. And it's the 10 of Cups. You're very emotionally depleted by the people that you've been around. And this King of Pentacles realizes this in Sagittarius, Capricorn. And wants to give you this, everything you've ever wished for. He doesn't want you to think, or she doesn't want you to think, or not be overwhelmed, but that you don't have many opportunities, because you do. And that's overwhelming in thought. You know what I'm saying? That's overwhelming in thought. Even though you know the truth, you see the truth, you hear the truth, and you're usually always right. And that's the F thing for you. And everybody wants to go rush, rush, rush. But it's like, you need to slow down to make sense of it. Collective, this person is not generous. I feel like they're a selfish lover. This King of Swords energy that it keeps this is a person you have to go to with just a logical question, not an emotional question. So he's very emotional. Not generous at all. The King of Swords is not generous. Maybe been through divorce and remarried, but marriage is here on the table. And with the 10 of Pentacles, it's not the 9 of Wands. Sagittarius energy, and then not feeling like you're adequate enough, and then just being always in defensive mode because everybody's always been against you. So it's like, what is there to celebrate? Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles should come out in the reverse, meaning she has everything she wants, but not everything she needs. So if the 8 of Cups comes out in upright, that's what that's about. And this Page of Wands, not listening or afraid to go on forth to follow your intuition. You're afraid to do this. Even being a page where no one knows you, you have a relationship you don't want to leave. It's been unsuccessful for you, but in the end is successful. This scorpionic energy. It's like the end. And then memories. Maybe you're losing sleep because of dreams you've had of someone surpassing Scorpio energy, and then not agreeing to disagree or not agreeing at all. And that's really what the heartbreak is. When it comes to this fortune, and this is what lacks their fortune, and emotional fulfillment. You are the fucking magician. And look, you take shit seriously. You are a grateful person. And what was I saying about the 8 of Cups walking away from material things? Okay. Just to be with you, to reach their full potential, emotional potential they never felt, this star energy. And that's really their fortune because they have all the money, pentacles in the world. And what is it if they have no one to share it with? No one to share it with. This star energy, right there. They're going to walk away from materialistic things to find out what they do need in life. A hobby. through a hobby. Signs were given, and you like to know why you do what you do, even though through the midnight crisis. You want me to get that? I'll get it.
That's very nice, but it's just not the one. I want this alone.
And so they like to know why they do what they do. Willing to walk away from all. Look, this person, you became the pinnacles and the light. You were there before. You were humble and not too determined. What was I saying about the Queen of Cups as well? Being no greater person than to give your full heart. When it comes to walking away from materialism, I feel like you've come to this crossroad in your life where it's like, is material things all you ever wanted or needed? Or is it this true partner, a partnership that you can know? It's like if you have to question if they want you for what you have or anything, then you know that that's what it is. You already know we all are born with intuition. Someone maybe that you wanted to marry, and I'm sorry about that. Maybe this person was a teacher. Sorry about that. But you never forgot where you came from. You know, and that's a good thing. Having many opportunities along the way. So thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Yeah, not knowing where to go or what to do and needing to follow your intuition, but also you're collaborating with someone and you're the lead role in it, but you're collaborating. And I think that's the project you're working on and need to focus on. And not some stupid relationship that's not going to benefit you. Be expecting these unexpected blessings. Your boundaries. Set boundaries within yourself. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be boundaries. Yep, Aleister Crowley. Mrs. Crow. I live with the Miss Crow. Anyways, he wasn't just, it wasn't the tarot. He was into other stuff, into more black magic and stuff. I am more of the person of the light. Yeah, I don't mess around with Ouija boards. I don't do the spells. I don't play with the Ouija, no. Or seances. I use my gifts for the light. I turn the bad into good, our carnality, which we're born with, and we can do nothing about. And no matter how bad we try, we can never be Jesus or be like him. So accept it for what it is. Oh, you guys, you're so funny. Thank you for keeping it cool, you guys. Appreciate it. But yeah, basically that's what the fuck is going on, and who's gonna do what about it? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. And so that's again where we need to appreciate every moment for what it is, because tomorrow's not promised and neither is the next moment. So we need to appreciate it for what it is and be grateful for what we have. And it could always be worse, but it could always be better too. And as long as we strive to do the right thing when no one's looking and do our best, that's what matters. But that's what matters. So, since nobody has any angel numbers, I was gonna say, that's it. That was the reading for today. What's your question, are they? And that's where I'm gonna end it. Hi there. I've been really ill all day. Really just not feeling well. Leadership of an emperor. Empress. Emperor. Pisces energy. Someone that looks at themselves bigger than what they are. That you're dealing with. Some emperor, a star, Scorpio. Taking a new adventure. Maybe you have an older son that's just starting off new. They're not adventuring, maybe going to school. And the King of Wands, someone that isn't going to control you, but is very handsome and eventually is going to control you. So you might portray like he's not going to control you, but in the end, he will. He will control you. So maybe this is Chris. Is Chris the one? Yes or no for Heide? No. Counterclockwise, side to side, no. He is not the one. But it's cool to play around. You know what I mean? Play around. I think, yeah, but this is the person that we were just honing in on. Yeah, this person is a hater or was a hater and believes in keeping their enemies closer. Yeah, someone that doesn't live in the moment. They don't. They can't appreciate the moment. A Scorpio energy that won't change. Tries to find the magic within himself. And maybe black magic and bad intent to return to sender. And I thank you for the ones that are for us. And I pray for the ones that are against us, for your vengeance. God has no mercy. In your name I pray. Amen, Jesus. And whatever you pray is good. You're welcome, Heidi. You know what I mean? But he's not the one. Fuck it, they'll play around. Who knows? Who cares? You know what I mean? The one that's for you would be like this King of Pentacles. This is marriage, this is riches, this is everything I ever wanted and need. And I saw Cancer energy. So they could be a Cancer. Pretty crazy, huh? Yet by following their intuition, you follow your intuition. Follow your intuition and you do live in the moment. You enjoy every moment and no one's gonna get away with shit. They try to freaking hurt you. You are a mag. You're a magician. You're the person that makes shit happen. You are not one to fuck with. You are not the one to fuck with. And that's just the truth. Just say. If I were you, I want to be highly spread. So, again, the Ten of Pentacles. Again, that's 3-4 times confirming. Magician, okay. Rad. Real rad. King of Pentacles. What was I saying? He can have an East cake and eat it too. Yet he doesn't. The Mag is the King of Pentacles. Or maybe there's another Mag, but the magic is within yourself. Being a teacher, being favored by the universe. You know, magician. The magic is in yourself. Affirm that with me. I feel like we're all supposed to affirm that in the moment right now. For some reason. Let me pull the charms out. Mickey, something about Mickey, a star, someone who's sharp with their heart and they're good with their words, but also good in their craft. Someone that was in the military or a real hero, maybe he was a star, maybe got a purple heart. This person is like my crazy life. Loves fruit and strawberries. Yes, rose quartz, perhaps, of a cat. Royalty of a kitty or a white kitty. A basketball player in a castle. This person loves beauty but loves you too. This is someone who lives on the east. A pharaoh type of energy. And this is also someone who owns their own boat or yacht. They drink vitamin D milk. I have a basketball. They like to play basketball too. Confident, grounded, rose quartz. What was I saying? Yellow chakra. Love sunflowers. They're not a swinger. Look, but they like maybe funny glasses. Someone who's gonna take you on a picnic, a romantic picnic, and they're far from a teddy bear. They're like thin, their physique is pretty spot on. But anyways, they would bring you a stuffy of a teddy bear. This person maybe likes microdosing, who knows, but it's gonna rain soon. And likes big boots. And likes to play games, like literal, like maybe play PlayStation 4 games or whatever. This person is kind of a dinosaur, but not really when it comes to computers, so the games help. They do not drink, maybe root beer floats. And yeah, see, root beer floats or sweet drinks here and there, not every day. Closing charms. This person has a #1 fan. Always sending bouquets of flowers, of love and laughter. This person, you feel lucky that you are who you are, as you're like a phoenix that rose for all the bullshit that you went through. Like rubber ducky day. I feel like you have cute pictures. You're in a lot of these kind of headphones, and you're a person of music for sure. Yes, definitely a person of music. Look, ice cream cone fell, so you don't really like cones. Superheroes. And maybe you are a superhero, played a superhero, but like also like a groundhog, so you're very freaking shy and cute. You are not a Decepticon, you are a Transformer. Isn't that funny? I know. Oh, that's what his name was, Heide? So crazy, huh? It has to be yes and no questions. Sorry about that. Then it has to be yes and no questions. But I just want to say thank you guys for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Trending now is edible straws. And so you can also make a difference. We both can make a difference. I'm not to use a straw or use edible straw down on Amazon. The cheapest one probably, but let's see what else. I was gonna do a giveaway soon. Probably not by Easter, but one is gonna be like an incense burner, a deck, and stuff like that. So we'll go from there on that. And thank you for joining and sharing and liking. And I love you guys. You guys are the best. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers by subscribing. Hit the all button so you don't miss a live or a notification of any kind of moon energies during the day, as they're all collective readings, the moon energies that I post. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, thank you. Thank you for following me on Facebook if you need to reach out. And thanks again. I love you guys. And that's message.